Chapter 24, The One Maker. Um, Harry can't believe it that Dobby's gone at first, and immediately he goes and just basically he just starts digging a grave. Well, Bill and Flora help him pick out a spot because they're at their cottage now, and it's a very nice cottage, honestly. The description of it, like on the coast, it's pretty nice. So pick a spot in between some bushes, and Harry starts digging. He doesn't want to use magic. He wants to do it by his hand. So he gets a shovel um, and starts digging the grave. And people come in momentarily, like Ron and Dean come in later and help him start digging. But he really likes doing this work without magic. It means something more to him. And they bury Dobby. Everyone comes out. They give him some words, and um, then they go back inside. At this point, also Harry realizes his scar was hurting, and he was actually able to block it out. Like Voldemort, he was obviously able to block him out. Like he feels like at this point he's mastered the ability to block Voldemort out, and he can feel Voldemort getting close to something, but he doesn't have time to look at that right now. So, and he thinks about the fact that Dumbledore had said that it's love that was really the key to him, doing all this, and he believes it's grief, but more likely it's love for Dobby that's helping him block out this Voldemort. And then he goes inside, everyone's talking. Bill has mentioned that since they found out that Ron was with them, that they have been moving people out of the burrow. So the Weasleys are all okay. Ginny's been moved. Mr. Weasley, they have a secret keeper. He's a secret keeper, so they have the location secret. So they're at their Aunt Muriel's, and when everyone else is ready, Ollivander and the Goblin, they'll send them there as well. But then Harry says he wants to talk to them before they leave, and they don't. No one really knows why, and Bill even asks, why, but Harry's like, I can't tell you because this is a test that Dumbledore gave us. So Harry goes and cleans up because he's covered in mud and blood, and then he comes out. He talks to the Goblin first. I think it's Gringotts, and first thing they talk about, he takes Hermione and Ron with him because he needs them as well, and he happens to be the same Goblin that took Harry to his vault. It's like the first time that he came to Gringotts. So he asked the Goblin. They talk about. Goblin says that Harry's a very peculiar wizard because he buried Dobby and the way he treated him, and he's different from other type of wizards, and he calls them, wand holders, and they really show how they're on the side of the goblins and elves, because obviously Hermione is a big advocate for elf freedom, and Harry freed Dobby and all that. Ron is kind of in the middle, but um, he just says he's a peculiar wizard. I can kind of makes him feel better about talking to Harry, and Harry asked him if he could help him break into Gringotts, and he says that's impossible. It hasn't been done since I think it was the day that Harry was there, because he believes inside of the vault, and this is the vault of Bellatrix. Inside of that vault, he believes there's a Horcrux in there because of Bellatrix. Once she saw the sword, initially she thought they'd stolen it from her vault, and she was really, really kind of scared that if they had stolen from the vault, then they probably stolen something else. So Harry believes that there's a Horcrux inside her vault, and they want to break in. And Goblin says that's impossible. Like, there's no way you can do that. And he wants to break in there and take it, and take probably anything else that's in there. And he says, I'm not taking anything for my own gain. And Goblin believes him that he's not going to take anything for his own gain. And then they leave him be to rest. So next, they got to talk to Ollivander, and Harry asks him immediately, about the wands and specific questions about the wands. Like he knew every single thing that Voldemort had asked him in terms of wands, and at the same time having this conversation, he can feel Voldemort getting really close. And he asks Ollivander if he believes in the existence of the Elder Wand. And at this point, he says, "Yes, I believe in." And Ollivander says yes, and this shocks Hermione, and she starts asking questions a little bit as well, and they really go into the existence of the Elder Wand and how it is real, and well, he believes it's real, and that Gregorovich claimed to have it the whole time, and Harry does believe, and he believes that Gregorovich had the wand, and that he was goading about it, and that's what and led to his untimely death. And Voldemort had questioned him about it, and then also the same person that he had killed in the cell as he was going through. And Harry could feel he was getting close. That's really much all the questions that he was able to ask Ollivander. And as Harry went outside with Ron and Hermione, he said, "I believe that Gregorovich had the wand the whole time." And then Grindelwald had taken the wand. And then, obviously, you know who defeated Grindelwald, which was Dumbledore. And at this point, then Harry could feel that he could feel Voldemort was at Hogwarts. So at the same time he was playing this, like on the other side in his head, he was letting the visions in. He knew Voldemort was at Hogwarts, and he was with Snape in the vision, and he let Snape to go away, and then he unearthed Dumbledore's grave, and there was the wand in Dumbledore's grave, and now it has a new owner. So Harry had asked Ollivander as well about the significance of wands going to a new owner if they've been taken. And he had two wands that he grabbed with him from the Malfoy Manor. And one of the wands was Bellatrix's. The other wand happened to be Draco's. And Ollivander had mentioned that Draco's wand was not Draco's wand anymore, and that it was now Harry's wand. So now Harry had a new wand. That is confirmed. And that Harry's own wand, he asked if he could mend it as well. He said, "I cannot fix this." And Harry was like, "Okay, this is not good." Because now they'll be able to backtrack on the wands that Harry had. Because Hermione left her wand there as well. So now Hermione's going to have Bellatrix's wand. And now Harry's wand, the new wand he had, they're going to backtrack on that and realize Harry doesn't have his wand either. And Voldemort was very interested in the significance of the two twin cores because they're made from the same core, and that's why they have those abilities. And at this point, then Voldemort realized that Harry doesn't have his wand, and then realized that Harry's weaker right now. So that's why Voldemort has gone to get the Elder Wand from Dumbledore. And it's crazy that Dumbledore had the wand the whole time. And yeah, Dumbledore, yeah. We'll have a separate video on that after I finish the book about Dumbledore. And so now Harry's already realized it's too late. Ron's trying like, "Let's go to Hogwarts and get this wand." Harry's like, "It's too late. It's too late. I'll just have to manage with the wand I have and whatever we can take out of the vault and Bellatrix's vault." So yeah, very interesting things about to happen. I feel like, but yeah, crazy things that have been discovered here, especially about the wands and their natures. And then he says like Voldemort's wand, no, Harry's wand did act on its own. He kind of confirms that it acted on its own when it destroyed the wand that Voldemort had tried to use on him at the beginning of the book.